Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the ShankerZ podcast. Obviously, I'm G-Mac Golf.
I'm a tattooed golfer.
I'm Golf Nuts.
And we have with us special guest, the average golfer 99, Andy Sullivan. Andy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
No, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a pleasure. I'm loving this system. It's great.
Yeah,
it's a bit different,
really,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
It is good. It is good. Obviously, with our distance, it works well. It works really well.
Yeah. Do people get to see the bit that we recorded just to start with, or not? Is that?
Hey, I can throw that in if you want.
I was going to say me struggling to get on.
we can put all that on. So obviously, we've all got a few questions we want to throw towards you. Any questions you want to throw our way, more than welcome to answer them. Question I want to ask you is, obviously you've recently changed your name to the average golfer.
Okay.
And you were tee up pro golfer so long. Why did you change that? What made you change it?
I think because one of the tee up pro website is still doing its thing, and that's a part of the day job that I do. Mm-hmm. But it was a bit of confusion because there was no reference to, in terms of YouTube, if anybody would look for a golf-related channel, they'd never obviously come to something like tee up pro. It just had no relevance whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And I've changed it it's quite a while ago now. But I just wanted to distance the two things, and for it to be a bit more recognisable as well in terms of what the channel actually did. You know what I mean?
So YouTube isn't quite a full-time thing for you then?
No, mate. No. It's like an extra 40 hours a week. That's what it is. That's the reality.
Yeah.
That is the reality, isn't it? It's like, I don't know many people. There's some people who have the luxury of doing it full time, but I'm not one of them. No.
It takes a lot of work. You've got to be in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers, really, I think, to...
Yeah. It boils down...
Definitely.
Well, that's it. It boils down to money at the end of the day, doesn't it? I mean, it's not the kind of thing you can do unless you're earning, unless you're getting thousands of views or millions of views rather. Then I could make it work anyway. No. Not at the moment, anyway.
Yes,
I've definitely done well.
We're talking about YouTube. What sparked your inspiration to start the channel?
It was a bit of a. It went back to what Graham said about the tee up pro thing. It was a pure coincidence. We were doing, used to film some drone stuff and some bits and pieces on camera for this tee up pro website, and we turned up. I can never remember the name of the golf course, but anyway, we turned up one day, and they said, "Can you do?" They'd had some new work done on about 4 holes, and they said, "Can you do a voiceover for this work we've done?" And my voice is clearly not voiceover material. We didn't have anybody else who could do it. So I said, "I'll stand in front of the camera and I'll talk people through the changes, but we won't do it." Anyway, it started with that, and then a couple of courses asked for similar things, and then a lad who I knew up in a driving range said, "Would you do the product review stuff?" And it was pure by fluke. It was literally we started doing them. I said they weren't very good, and arguably they're not much better now. But we just started what they were and carried on doing them. It was just for me. It's not a glorified hobby because I do take it more serious than that. But it started off very much to see how it goes,
casual and
yeah. And I'm still doing it now, but I kind of look at it every year and think, shall I carry on or not? It's no
I mean, clearly, if 20,000 subscribers. People are enjoying your content. It's kind of one of them that you do carry on. It's people are enjoying what you're doing, and
I think you just what I do anyway is just I have a look at it every year and see how far it's gone, and have different things happen. I've there've been more opportunities and bits and bobs that have come along, and is it progressing? And the minute it doesn't, then I'd probably call it a day. Do you know what I mean?
Well, so you don't want it to turn into a job, do you? Really, like when it feels like a job.
Oh, no, you wouldn't want that. I mean, in terms of would I want it to be a career, I'd love to work in golf and do this kind of stuff as a career. But,
we all?
But that's what I mean. That's a long way from where I'm at the minute.
So that means we're even further away.
We've got a long way to go.
I started and then I left.
Time to come back.
Oh, No, that was too much like hard work. Out of the different aspects of your videos that you do, your reviews and your vlogs and so forth, what's your favourite one out of all of them?
The favourite video that I've done?
No, your favourite style.
Oh, style. I like probably the ones that people don't like watching. And what I mean by that is everyone loves I say everyone loves. The product reviews get the biggest views.
Yeah.
They're not the ones that but they're not what I particularly enjoy doing, if I'm perfectly honest. I like the stuff because I like the filmmaking bit away from the golf stuff. I like the filmmaking, the editing, and I didn't think I was that type of person until a couple of years ago, and I love that bit. And I continually try and learn how to film stuff better. So, like I said, I like stuff that probably would bore people to tears, really, in terms of what I put out a good video that I think, and then it gets no views, you know.
That's it. You put all the time and effort into editing the different transitions and camera angles. I know exactly what you mean.
That's your baby, ain't it? I mean, you like that.
Because I've done promotional videos for different businesses and stuff with gimbals and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And being able to bring that into the golf, it'll go over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's one of them. You have to accept it. It's like, but I do that more for for my own, enjoyment, I suppose. Yeah. So that's the bit I like doing, but it's probably not probably not even noticed by.
I'm probably the complete opposite. I'll stand up and I'd rather video my golf than anything else around us. Literally, all you see is golf, 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 golf. And it's like I think we've had conversation before. Sometimes you just need to step away from that and do some nice other things because it's.
Well, again, for me, golf is like only a part of the whole thing. I like being out on a golf course for loads of different reasons. And golf, to be honest with you, I'm not a golf obsessive. I'm more of, I like being out on a course, but I can play golf on my own, to be honest with you. And, I'm a bit of a miserable swine like that. I'm happy to just wander along.
I enjoy golf on my own. Life on my own.
Yeah.
That's early.
I've been 20 under par before.
Yeah. I have me better rounds then.
Yeah, definitely. So, how was Bob Parsons and Gary Player?
Just unreal, mate. It was just like I said. I don't know whether you watched the video, but in the video that I did, it was the weirdest few days that I will ever experience, because it's like it. And this would probably never happen. But the way I could explain it, if I went back again, it wouldn't be the same, because it's happened, and I've kind of that'll never be as unique as what it was. Yeah. It was. I didn't have any idea what I was going to. I was quite oblivious to kind of like what extent it was going to be. And when I turned up on the first day, we arrived, and they put us in a buggy and said, "We'll take you to your accommodation." I was with my wife, and we literally drove 40 yards. And on the practice green was Anna Norquist practicing a putting. And I sort of glanced to the side and I thought, I think that's Anna Norquist. And then these people, so likes of Anna Norquist, Ryan Moore, Scott Lang, they're just milling around the place practicing. And then there's me in there, and then like say Gary Player for breakfast. But I did an interview with Bob Parsons, which I can't put out until December. Right. And I'll be interested to see what people think of him. I had the kind of like, I've only seen the kind of, let's say, loud American on the adverts, and I thought, well, I'm not sure he's going to be my cup of tea. And he was a lot different than that in person, and I liked him. I mean, you see an interview and draw your own kind of opinions on him, but I liked him. I did. He was a nice bloke, simple as that.
Is he completely different off camera?
Yeah, I just thought for a fella that, again, but often it's like that. For a fella who's got so much money in his pocket, he didn't come across that way at all. He was just very down to earth. Well, like we're having a chat now, he was chatting to me.
That's the best.
I thought that was, he was a really, I can't say any more than that. I only met him for a while. Like, but the time I was with him, he was a decent lad, decent fella.
Yeah. Awesome. Clever man as well, obviously. Very clever man.
Oh, he's made a few quid, yeah. And the Gary Player thing, like I said, he was...
he commented on your swing, didn't he?
Yeah. I think to be fair, he came along at the right moment. It was, again, if it had been 10 minutes later, I'd have probably shanked one off to the right, but he just happened... I did actually hit a decent shot, and he turned up, and it was... I don't know, them few days, everything went my way, which was a bit of a weird one.
Yeah,
but it was
something that'll last forever as well.
Experience.
That'll always be there.
Yeah, it certainly will. It was amazing.
And one of the very few creators that's actually had PXG on them. You know, if you look at the other people, like
I think you're the only one, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can't think.
I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know the PXG thing. It's easy to. I think it's easy to bash. It's easy to. I think I'd be more. I'll be honest with you. I'd be more popular if I was negative towards PXG, if you like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I just honest with I like the product. It's at the end of the day, and if I said otherwise, I'd be telling lies. So it's kind of like, I like the product. I think other people, do they like it or do they criticize it just because of the kind of price what it is? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I think the people's issue, and this is my opinion, is the price point. I'm sure it's an amazing product, but it's so expensive.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. 100%.
But I think, but isn't that what Bob wanted to do? He wanted to make a set of clubs for the elite, as it were. I think that was his mission statement, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think in the interview that I asked him that sort of question, which was the idea to build an elite and expensive set of golf clubs, or was it just to build the ultimate set of golf clubs and then work it back to a price? And he said they had no idea where the price point would be when they started. They always knew it was going to be expensive, but they made the best product they possibly could, and then worked it back and got to a price point. And he claims, I mean, they put so much tech into the clubs, whatever development and all the rest of it. That's how much they are. But like I said, take that. I don't know. I mean, they're expensive. They're horrendously expensive.
Yeah.
They're not for many people, are they? Let's be honest.
That's definitely not.
No, they're not.
Let's be honest. I've never actually hit in a PXG golf club, and I don't know.
I think the large majority of. I mean, again, 18 months ago, I literally, again, by chance, I went into 4Golf, which is where I do the reviewing, and they said to me, "Do you want to do a review of PXG clubs?" And I'd said yes. And then the Tuesday, it was on the Friday. The Tuesday came around, they were doing a fitting day. And I was sat here, I'm in work now, and I was sat here and he said, I got a text off the lad, Jimmy, and he said, what time are you coming down? And I said, for what? He said, PXG are here. So that was about 11, and I did the first video with them at 1 o'clock. And I was like you, I'd never hit a PXG club. I didn't know a great deal about them apart from they were really expensive. That's all I knew. And we kind of winged it on this video. And I was like, Jesus, this is actually decent stuff. Do you know what I mean? It was a proper. I liked it, and I couldn't hide the fact that I did. And that was the first video I did, and then we've done a fair bit with them since. But I don't think it's the most popular thing to do to like them. I'll be honest with you. Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely not. People then come with are you getting paid to say good things about these clubs? This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I volunteered for one of Rick Shields' videos not so long ago when he did what feels the best.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that, and they were all blind. You couldn't tell what the clubs were. You had to mark them, and PXG was the one I marked top over Mizuno.
Oh, did you? Because I know did the Mizuno win that? I think
the Mizuno won it, but the PXG wasn't far behind it, and there was quite a few that...
I haven't seen the result. I know he did the video, but I hadn't seen. But I just got the thing that Mizuno won. That's all. But that's interesting then.
Yeah, because I play Mizuno irons. I've got the JPX 919s, and Mizuno was like the best thing ever for me. Yeah, and I've hit these, and I actually, out of the 5 clubs, I think I'm marked Mizuno 3rd or 4th,
right,
out of feel, and PXG were top for me. So
it's one of them, mate. At the minute, I mean, I think again, Mizuno in terms of feel is right up there, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's probably is the best. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's very much a personal thing. But in terms of the trip, it was amazing. Unreal.
It was.
I personally don't think you can go past Top Flight Golds. Personally,
well, no, there is that. There is that.
Yeah.
We were talking about the other day, weren't it? The first set I worked with were off a car boot. They were Hippo Pro brass insert.
Right. My first set were a bit older than that. It's weird. I talk about it now. Is that I had a set of Wilson blades, and it was a half set of Wilson blades, And it's the thing I talk about all the time now, is that you only got a pitching wedge and a sand wedge. And there was no like 60, 54, 56 and blah, blah, blah. And you had to learn to hit different shots. And I said, I've been saying that quite a lot. I think that in a way, it sort of simplified the game a bit. Nobody really learns how to play much, you know. But Jimenez said it the other day about dropping from 14 clubs down to 10. To make people play a few different, you know, a few different style of shots, and it make not so straightforward. So, and I think that would be a good thing.
Well, you would never have got Sevi hitting a 3-iron out of a bunker and a flop shot if there was all them clubs as well. You know?
Well, I think Sevi would have still hit a flop shot with a 3-iron because that's all he had to practice with. Sevi didn't have a massive set. He only had a 3-iron. That's what he learned to play golf with, wasn't it? So he's a little bit special.
Yeah,
won't have a bad word said it.
Yeah, no, I'd struggle with that 3-iron out of the bunker, I think.
I'd struggle with a 3-iron anyway.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's a Shanker's challenge, 3-iron out of a bunker.
There we go.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I might just get on my knees and just pray.
So have you got anything big planned for the future in 2020?
No, I think that all that's happened for me is I've got quite a bit of opportunity on the travel stuff to go a number of different places. I'm away Sunday, and then the company I've been doing a bit of work with, there's a few opportunities to do more. I'm back out quite a bit in the sort of Jan, Feb, March, and then we'll see. I don't know. There's more opportunities coming than there were a year ago. If I was sat here doing this a year ago, but there are more opportunities coming. Yeah, whether they lead to anything is another thing. But nothing major on the horizon at the moment, other than the fact there's a few, you know, like I said, possible things.
Talking opportunities, how did the club deal with Conway come about? Because that's awesome. That's a big thing.
Yeah. No, it's. So I've sort of been associated with Conway for a long time. I've always had a decent relationship with them. And the lad who's gone down there as general manager, he's kind of a youngish lad, or younger in terms of, you know, golf general managers. He's quite forward thinking. And we just got talking about, I did some videos with them, using them as a backdrop. I don't know what it was, last summer. And then he said about just making it a bit more of an official thing, where I tried to use them as much as possible. I do a bit of video for them as well, to help out their stuff and all the rest of it. And we just come up with an idea of doing it more as a partnership, you know. So I think fair dues to him. You know, he's done something different than no other clubs that I'm aware of have done. Do you know what I mean? In terms of tying up with someone on social media. So yeah, good on him.
It's a clever idea. It is a clever idea.
Yeah. And obviously you had your golf day there as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, that was part of the thing that we all, you know, built into the whole year thing that we do. And it was really good, that, to be fair. It went down really well. Conway's, it's a good track. I mean, have you played there, Graham? Did you actually play?
No, I haven't. It's on my 2 play. It's North Wales sort of way, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's not right now, but it's generally always, it's dry. You can play it all year round. It's a decent challenge, like, so it worked. And for the summer, when you're filming, it's a nice backdrop. You know, it looks nice there.
I was meant to be playing in your day, but it was my daughter's operation on the thing.
Right,
I messaged you on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I was a bit gutted about that, because
priorities, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's so. But like, people don't understand. Like, for us that have jobs outside of the YouTube thing, that we can't put videos out every single day because you're too tired. I've got 2 kids at home and missus and that. And if I'm going to work, come in there and say, right, I'm going driving range doing a video, and then editing time, which people
that's impossible. Again, like I said, I haven't got young kids anymore, so it's a case of, like, again, if I did, then again, I probably wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? In case if you're coming in and sort your kids out and spend time with them, and it's unrealistic. You know what I mean? So it's a tough old thing, isn't it? Like I said, it probably adds 30. Realistically, I reckon it adds 30 to 40 hours. No, it's probably exaggeration. I reckon 25, 30 hours a week to your working week to get out. I try and get 2 to 3 videos out a week. So to film them and then to edit them, I bet that equates to 25, 30 hours a week.
Yeah, and I think easily a lot of the new YouTubers coming out, they don't appreciate how much hard work it really is to make it successful.
Yeah, it is a slog. It is a slog, and then to do that, the likes of James Robbo and Liam at Golf Vlogs, how they do daily stuff, I have no idea.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's hard.
That's their job now as well, isn't it? That's their career. So if you've only got to look at YouTubers out of the golf thing, if they stop posting for a week or so, their subscribers start disappearing. So they have to keep on top of that.
You've got to, haven't you?
So it's an hard thing.
That takes some
full time.
Takes some doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I think James may find it slightly easier than Liam just because he's in the golf industry, so he's got those facilities at hand.
Yeah, and he does the product stuff, doesn't he? In terms of product testing, like I do. So that gives you a bit more sort of easy content, doesn't it?
Yeah, you actually made me buy the M6 fairway wood, the hybrid.
Oh. Was it working?
Nah. It don't work. I think I've hit it about 4 times.
What a great endorsement that was.
It was. Want my money back.
Don't take it personally. He's got 13 other clubs in.
Yeah, I know. I only use one. It goes to show that again with club reviews. The club reviews are a personal thing. Like if you review a club, Andy, that's your perception. People don't seem to grasp that that's your review of the club. It's not saying this is the club kind of thing.
100%, mate. It's I mean, I don't kid myself. The reviews are subjective to say the least. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, and again, I'm an average golfer, so some days you turn up and everything's great, and another day my swing from one Monday to another Monday is totally different. So it's like, the important thing is it's only a bit of an opinion, and then you go out and try it yourself, innit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What is your official handicap?
8.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, mate.
I'll be there soon.
Yeah. I'm a kind of the other thing is that since YouTube started, my handicap's gone the wrong way. So my golf has officially gotten worse. So it doesn't do anything for your golf game.
A lot of people have said that. Haven't they?
And is that down to do with more concentrating on the YouTube side than your own game?
Yeah, 100%. Everybody. Yeah, I think I'm good with the 7-iron because that's all I hit in the bleeding driving range all day long. And anything other than that, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
but you must be all right with a driver.
Yeah, I mean, my game actually is all right, but I can't score because I don't play 18 holes of golf properly. I don't know, when I do the videos, I'll play 3 or 4 holes. That's it.
Yeah.
So you're not playing proper golf, are you?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, that's what we're trying to get out once a month, meet up and go and play. And what we decided to do was the first 9 holes, the cameras are away. So we can just try and concentrate on the golf. Yeah. And then the back 9 holes, we can split it into 3-3-hole videos kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
In theory, it's great.
Yeah, last time we played, it was decent weather until the 9th, going up the 9th hole, then it hammered it down. So there were
I played solid for the first 9 as well.
Yeah, you did.
So that didn't work then?
No, absolutely didn't.
It's looking at the draw, though.
Plan B. In theory, I like that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it gives you a bit of chance, because I want to improve my golf, and every time the cameras go out, me idiot switch turns on. I forget about playing golf, and it's just for the camera kind of thing. If I mess up, I'm being stupid, but I want to get better. So
they kind of you've got to separate them both, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, look, the lad who comes on the channel there, I don't know if you've seen this, Lewis. He's a PGA pro, and we first went. Yeah, we went up a year ago to. I went to go to Scotland, an overnight thing, and I said, if you want to come, you can. I said, I've got a film, but so all the way up there, he's like, yeah, no problem, be great. And I said, listen, it's a bit awkward on camera first time. I said, it just for whatever reason. I said, I personally felt a little bit uneasy with it, No, mate, I'll be fine. He said, don't worry, all the way up there, not a problem. He played like an absolute. He was terrible. I mean, we got in after we played about 9 holes. He goes, I can't believe. And he's a pro, you know what I mean? He's obviously a good player. And he said, I can't believe. He said, this sort of subconscious you've got when a camera is just like 3 feet behind you. All of a sudden, it changes the whole dynamic of how you play golf.
That was very similar for me. I went to one of Liam's tour days. Shot 3 over gross round his golf course. Walked into the golf mates day with these two boys, joking around going, what's the course record? Because I'm going to smash it. And I got like 20 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was on film where the 3 over.
I was going to say they were filming. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It took me a long while to get used to it in terms of being comfortable to hit shots. You know, not. I think because at the first you're just worried about hitting a bad one rather than just concentrating on playing golf.
Yeah.
So.
See, for me, when the camera's on, I'm all right. It's when someone else's camera's on that I fall apart. Yeah. It's my camera. I'm not bothered. I don't care.
Yeah. No,
someone else's, and I fall apart. Wheels fall off. Head's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult.
Well, you go back to that situation of the week, and in this Scottsdale, and we walked down the driving range, and there's literally pros everywhere alongside you, and I'm just slowly getting a club out the bag, thinking, Jesus Christ, do not hit a shank here. And I think I started off with a pitching wedge just to try. Well, half a pitching wedge was all I would hit. I thought, don't make a dick of yourself here. Yeah.
Like a scene from Tin Cup as it shoots
That's
directly.
Exactly what I thought. Yeah, that's what I was
that.
thinking. I took Ryan Moore out in the eye.
Can you imagine the stories on the paper?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it probably got me a few more subscribers, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Right, that's my next video, boys.
Hey, I nearly did it to myself.
To yourself.
Jesus, that takes some doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing it at the driving range on the simulator, and I warned myself at the beginning of the video about a 52-degree wedge. It might hit the roof and bounce back at me. So I've gone down in my finger, and it literally, I swung, and it went between my arm and brushed past me bob at. But I've uploaded the video.
That would have been a good video.
Yeah.
I was recording. So that's my newest video that I uploaded the other day.
Your face is a picture, mate. Your face is a picture.
I'm sorry, I've got to admit, I burst out laughing when I seen your face. And I know it's dangerous, but I find it highly amusing.
Well, my boxers were white.
Yeah, when he started.
So is there going to be another Average Golfer Golf Day next year?
Yeah, I think 100%, yeah. I think the likelihood is it'll definitely be we'll definitely do another one at Conway.
Mm-hmm.
And then the idea, the reason that I didn't know whether there was the possibility to even do two, where we did a pairs thing earlier on in the year and kept the thing at Conway going. I don't know. So I'll see in the new year, see what happens.
Put us on the reserve list anyway, and we'll make
We'll definitely be on it.
Yeah,
it was a really good day. Who enjoyed it? You know, it was a good turnout and all that. It was a good day to be fair.
I watched the video of it, and it seemed like everyone you spoke to had a good day, enjoyed it. So,
they really seemed to enjoy it. The lads, the weather changed the second half of the day. They got a bit unlucky, but other than that, it was a good day.
No 6-hour rounds either.
No, certainly the first half. We give them a kick up the arse. I don't like slow play. It was part of the remit on the thing. Was you have to get going and play ready golf. That was part of the day.
Yeah.
Well, you were there at Rick's golf day, and I remember specifically because I was on the tee and you were walking past and you were going, "Where's the hole?" I'm like, "I've no idea." But we said these two. My round was 6 hours.
Yeah, it was horrendous. I think 5 hours 40 was what we played, and it's our worst back nine. I mean, it was terrible. It was horrendous. I don't know what people were doing, but I don't know what people find to do for 5 hours 40, to be honest with you, on a golf course. It baffles me.
No, definitely.
It was a slow day.
Yeah, it was.
I was the cameraman for Liam on that day.
Oh, was you?
Vlogs, yeah, and it was long for me, and I had shorts on. I was probably the only person on that course with shorts on.
Well, we literally finished in the dark. I mean, again, Lewis came along and he said he volunteered to film. And after 6 holes, it was 2 hours to play 6 holes or 7 holes. And I said to him, listen, mate, I'm so sorry that I brought you along. I felt terrible.
Yeah.
He was just literally, it was such a boring day.
It was horrendous. I mean, my mum and dad and my wife came to watch, and I was like, and I went to rats because it was just, I couldn't get motivation.
It's rhythm though, isn't it? It's very hard to do. It's very hard to play golf in that kind of pace.
Yeah, it's different.
That was my excuse anyway.
They were looking at us going, "What club do you want?"
I've got a bag full of excuses.
Yeah.
No, it was hard, but it was. We got there anyway. We got there in the end.
It's an experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was that.
Right, should we wrap that up there then, guys?
I think so. That's been a good one.
Thank you very much for joining us, Andy.
Yeah, thank you.
I enjoyed the chat, to be fair, lads. It was very good, and thanks for having me, and good luck with everything you all do. Anyway, I hope it's.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well.
One last question: in the new year, when you've got time, will you come and play with the Shankers?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're all up this neck of the woods, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, roundabout. We can figure something out.
I'm miles away from anybody.
Are you really?
I'm not, but I'll come up.
Well, I'm from Bolton.
I'm from Coventry.
Carlisle, and he's
I'm from Carlisle.
Oh, fair enough. There's a bit of a meet in the middle somewhere. I'm sure there's a middle ground. Yeah, no, I'd gladly play.
Brilliant, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
And
go and check out.
Coming on, really appreciate that. Check out Andy's channel if you haven't already subscribed. Subscribe to it. Put the links in the details.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
See you now.